The COVID-19 pandemic was a big hit to us, and there are many lessons that we have learned there, and especially the COVID-19, the dashboard that we have built, where especially the medical facilities informations were really real-time updated during that event. This time we are also going to integrate that. So we are taking a baby steps, but each steps is helping us to understand better and to do better. And I believe this 7th edition of NEPEx 2024 is going to give us a new enlightenment for us. The infrastructures that we have, it's important for us to really assess how stable and how resilient these infrastructures are, especially in the road sector. Given the very fragile geological nature of Nagaland soils, even if you build the best, deploying the best technology, because of the nature of geological nature, we are still vulnerable. You know, Titanic, during that period of time, Titanic was built by the best brain engineer available. And they say it's not going to sink. And they call it unsinkable ship ever built by human being, you know, those days. But 4 days went down. So it's very good for us to do assessment. We call it risk assessment or vulnerability assessment. Every infrastructure, the bridges, the roads, the buildings, it is very important. When we talk about future-ready infrastructure, it is important to have that infrastructures, starting from drainage systems to the building of big, giant buildings, facilities, to roads. These are very important. And I think this is the time that we need to look at it. If we don't look at it, especially in a place like Dimapur, the natural disasters will come and teach us to look at what we are building. The exact particular sites that we will be simulating, we have not do that yet. We will do it on the 22nd only. So we will be also sharing with you the geo-coordinates of the affected sites of all the districts. Today, just a while ago, the Municipal Urban Development, they have shared that they are going to constitute another committee to look into the 2016, I think we have the Bureau Standard of India, and also from the Urban Housing, Ministry of Urban Development. So they are going to look at it, which one is best, and then they're going to synchronize, and there will be a new building bylaws coming up. And all the more it's very important that now that after 15-20 years, the ULBs have come back to Nagaland, it is very important that we need to also give a capacity building for the ULB members, newly elected, that we are going to work together with the Department of Urban Development and Municipal Councils for capacity building of the newly elected ULB members phased manner on disaster management. We have also requested the Department of Telecom, who is in charge of telecom service provider, and their partners like Jio Reliance, Bharati Airtel, Vodafone, they were here. We have also invited the Army and paramilitary forces present here in the state. They were here, along with the other stakeholders, not from the government circle, but even from the NGOs. This year we will be simulating the extreme disaster event, and we will also simulate that every telecom tower in the state is collapsed or destroyed by the earthquake, and we will also simulate that the power line, LT lower the power line and HT power line, all are damaged. So what will be the alternative to provide power backup We will also simulate that businesses in all the districts headquarters are collapsed. How are we, through the industry and commerce activity, how are we going to resume our business continuity? If there is no essential commodities, how much of stock of essential commodities in the districts are available? Running to how many weeks? Running to how many months? So some of the line departments will be bringing that. Now some of the line departments also will be bringing, if roads are blocked and if the weathers are not good, do we have a geo-coordinates of all the helipads? And how many helicopters, how many list of pilots who can be, empaneled for emergency response? All those will be brought by the NSTs and other key line departments. So this is how we are going to simulate. We thank our media friends for coming. This year, this is the curtain raiser event that we have organized, and we want to request all the media houses who are present here to please kindly share with the public that we are going to do a Nagaland Emergency Preparedness Exercise on earthquake, and this is only a mock drill. Because last year's some of the groups in the WhatsApp were circulating that NSDMA has predicted earthquake to come at 10 a.m. So please kindly share that we don't want to create panic. This is a mock drill, not earthquake being predicted by the government. So this is one that we would like to request you to please kindly share. Secondly, we would like to also share the activities that we are going to carry out. We will carry out in all the districts, and we will have different sites, the marketplace, the residential areas, the schools and the offices. We will be simulating that affected. Volunteers from the NCCs, volunteers from Youth Resources Department, schools, they will be coming in to act as a victim and also to act as volunteers for other services to be undertaken during the NEPEx. Thirdly, we would like to also request you to share that Nagaland, time has come for us to push the envelope of future-ready infrastructure and economy. Nagaland, time has come to push the envelope of resilience, future-ready infrastructure and economy. If we continue to do what we do in the building of infrastructure, if we continue to do in the building of our economy what we do today, this state is going to be behind many other states. So every citizen in Nagaland should be interested in building every towns and the cities of Nagaland future-ready, resilient in terms of infrastructure and in terms of economy. This is the big message that we would like you to carry, and this is the big message that we would like to bring forth during this NEPEx. The infrastructure's vulnerability that we have seen during this year's monsoons, life that we have lost, all those can be prevented if we do with the mindset of building future resilient infrastructure. Because we have not done it, we have lost our life, we have lost properties. So thank you for coming for this curtain raising event for the NEPEx. This is the first time we will be doing, and we will continue to request you to work with us in building disaster resilience community for Nagaland and safer Nagaland. we will like to take any questions that you have. And we will be having the tabletop exercise on the 22nd October, which is on Tuesday. This NEPEx is being collaborated, supported by the Ministry of Home Affairs, National Disaster Management Authority. The head of department of the National Disaster Management Authority, NDMA, is going to come to grace the tabletop exercise on the 22nd. And on the 24th, we will have the mock drill starting from the 9:30 a.m. There will be alarm belt at PSQ. There will be alarm belt in the new capital area. We are also requesting some of the local churches to alarm their church bell, signaling that something unusual disaster had happened. So we will do that by 9 o'clock, 9:30 on the 24th of October this year. That will be the mock drill day. We call it the D-Day, which means disaster day, the D-Day of the mock drill. And we will be wrapping up this year. Since last year also we could not accommodate all the stakeholders for the debriefing sessions because we are running in the rented State Emergency Operations Center facilities. So we have shifted our State Emergency Operations Centers for this mock drill to Capital ConventionHall, just in front of the Secretariat gate for the convenience. So I would like to also request you be informed that as we go around and when we close in for the debriefing, we would like to request you to please kindly gather there at the specific time that we will be intimating to you at the Capital Convention Hall. Thank you for coming and thank you for working with us, and we hope that you will be carrying the big message to every Nagas in the government and in the private businesses. The time has come to change our mindset. We need to bring in the envelope to build resilient future of infrastructure, resilient future of Naga economy. Thank you.
Nagaland TV, Sob Manulaga Awas. Watch us live on Geo TV and on your television sets as well. For Dimapur viewers, we are on channel number 994 in Global Chapter, and Kohima and Mokokchung viewers, switch to channel number 138 on Hornbill Digital. For all news and updates, follow us on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and Twitter.